You are welcome to day 21 of Copywriter Alex 100 Days Copywriting Masterclass. I am Alex. I am a copywriter. I am a psychologist. I am a PhD research candidate and also a business and organizational development consultant. If you need the consulting services of a professional copywriter, do well to contact me inbox for a copy for the product of your copy, for your businesses, for your services, for your startups, for your organizations and firms. Today, we'll be taking a topic titled Using Questions, Both Statements, and Storytelling in Copywriting. Using questions, both statements, and storytelling in copywriting. Effective copywriting can engage readers, drive actions, and influence decisions. Three powerful techniques that can enhance your copywriting are the use of questions, both statements, and storytelling. These elements capture attention, provokes thoughts, and create emotional connection with the audience. This lecture will break down how to effectively incorporate each techniques into copywriting. The first one, using questions in copywriting. Why questions works? Questions helps you to have more engagements. Questions sparks curiosity. Is people are naturally inclined to find answers, which keeps them engaged with your content. The next one is direct interaction. Asking a questions directly involves the reader as it feels like a personal conversation. When you ask people questions, they get engaged in whatever you are saying. The third one, addressing needs and pain points. Well-crafted questions can highlight the reader's pain points, problems, or desires, making them want to read on for the solution. How to use questions effectively. You use open-ended questions. Example, what if you could double your sales in just 30 days? You use historical questions. These don't need an immediate answer, but make a point and resonate with the reader. Then number three is you use problem-solving questions. You use this kind of questions to align the reader's struggles with your solution. For example, tired of your slow websites driving customers away. And then samples of copy of using questions. There's a sample here. If you get my ebook, you get to have the sample of the questions. Then number two is crafting bold statements. Why bold statements works? Bold statements helps to grab attention. Bold statements stands out and can make the reader stop and think. They disrupt the norm and brings focus to your message. Bold statements also creates confidence. It helps your listeners to create confidence in what you are saying. Bold statements provokes curiosity. A bold statement makes the reader want to learn more. They will read on to understand how you support such a strong claim. How to use bold statements effectively. How do you use bold statements in copywriting effectively? Start with a strong claim. One of the ways is you start with a strong claim. Make a statement that challenges conventional wisdom or piques curiosity. For example, what if everything you thought you knew about fitness was wrong? So these are questions. Another one is you position the benefits front and center. Clearly express how your product or services directly addresses a need or pain point. You know, Another way is you use uncommon facts or statistics. Shock the reader with surprising information that makes them want to keep reading. For example, over 70% of entrepreneurs fail because they overlook they overlook the critical factor. Are you ready to avoid the mistake? These are examples of it. Then, for a sample of both statements, when you get my ebook, you see examples of it. Number three, using storytelling in copywriting. Why storytelling works? Storytelling creates emotional connection. Storytelling resonates on an emotional level. It helps humanize your brand and makes it more relatable. Another point, reason why you use storytelling is it makes number two is it creates memorability. People remember stories far better than facts or statistics. A compelling story will stick with the reader long after they have finished reading. Another reason why you need use storytelling is it helps visualize the outcome. When you use story, it helps you to visualize the outcome of what you through stories. You can illustrate how the reader's life will improve by using your products or services. So these are some of the benefits of using stories. How to use story in copywriting. How to use storytelling effectively. There are ways to use storytelling effectively. You start with a problem. For instance, you can start with asking about a problem. Just like a good story, your copy should introduce or conflict or challenge the set of stages of your solution. The another reason why how to use storytelling is it creates relatability. It makes you relatable. It makes you to relate your products to their problems or your services to their problems. Another one is it presents the solution. Position your product or services as the turning point in the story. So if you want the example of storytelling, you get my ebook and you'll be able to get on how it looks like. Another one is you end it with a call to action, CTA. After telling them story, every good story needs a resolution. Your CTA should feel like the final chapter of the story. So after everything, you use your CTA. If you need an example of storytelling, get my ebook and you will get it better to understand how to use storytelling in copywriting. In conclusion, incorporating questions, both statements, and storytelling into your copywriting can significantly increase engagements. When you incorporate questions, it will increase engagements, build emotional connections, and encourage action. By using these techniques thoughtfully, you will create copy that not only grabs attention but also leaves a lasting impact. Remember, the key is to make your content feel relevant, relatable, and authentic while pushing the reader to the action. Use these elements strategically to engage, inform, and convert your audience effectively. Happy writing. So at this juncture, I've been able to summarize all about this storytelling. If you want to get the best out of your copy, you find a way to relate your to tell them stories, relate it to their problems, have a way you make a synergy that people will find your product or services as a solution to the problem or the challenges they are having, and you put them towards a CTA, which is calling to them to action. You prompt them to take action immediately, and once they do that, you have converted a random reader to a customer or to a client. So once you do this, you will be able to understand all about storytelling. This lecture is meant to be brief. I'm at the target of not exceeding 10 minutes. If you want a more elaborate lecture, you follow the links of my TikTok, you follow the links of my Telegram, you follow the links of my WhatsApp, you follow the links of my Facebook and other channels where I teach copywriting in details. Sometimes also I go live where I teach people copywriting. If you have questions, if you have comments, if you have reactions, do well to ask me on the comment section. If you need a copy of my ebook, comment copywriter Alex on the comment section, and I will send you a link on how to download a copy of my ebook so that you can learn and get the better out of it. Copywriting is a very interesting topic. It gives you uncommon advantage in the corporate world, in the business world. It makes you to be able to prime your listeners and create serious conversions for your products or services. If you need the professional and quality services of a copywriter, do well to contact me via inbox or via this phone number 070 44994057 on WhatsApp. Just WhatsApp me 44994057, and I'll be glad to write you a copy that will create serious conversion for your business and services. Thank you for listening. See you in the next class. I remain Alex.